The Jones Act is a federal law that was passed in 1920 to ensure that we had a strong merchant fleet. It has totally failed in its purpose. At the present time, we have about less than 300 merchant ships, and we had 2,300 ships back in 1920. The net effect of the Jones Act right now is to basically strangle shipping into the state of Hawaii. Basically, it says that if a ship isn't built, made, manned, owned, and flagged in America, it can't travel in interstate commerce. The main thing that it affects, and it was designed to help, is the merchant ship building industry. The net effect of it has been that the American shipbuilders have priced them out of the market, so a ship in Japan or from Korea or from Denmark or Holland are going to sell for about 1/4 or 1/5 of the price of a ship manufactured in America. Thus, nobody buys it, and in addition to the fact that nobody buys American ships, our Jones Act fleet is 30 or more years old, and we're having some very significant impact because of that. Agriculture is basically put out of business because of the Jones Act. And as far as I'm concerned, to continue this is going to bankrupt our state. We have got to have a sustainable agricultural base here, and what the Jones Act does is it prevents us from getting the things that we need to farm profitably from coming here at prices that our people can afford, and that is just simply not happening. So if they want fertilizer, pesticides, herbicides, tractors, whatever from areas where they can be reasonably purchased, such as Korea, Russia, Indonesia, Holland, they have to go on a regular ship to the West Coast, put on a Jones Act ship, and then brought here, and we pay more and more and more. And over the past 10, 15 years, they have basically ruined our agricultural industry. To get rid of this act, and at least to put the regulations that are restricting shipping is going to make a huge difference. We can be like Singapore or Hong Kong or these major places where they can really, really produce, make money worldwide, and this can be the best place in the world, which it already is, but also livable cost-wise. What has happened here because of this law and the continuation of it and the impact that it has on our economy is that certain companies have monopolistic control, and they have virtually no competition, which normally would be the case, and which would keep our prices in concert and perhaps lower than even on the United States, because everything that's going to the United States from the Far East has to go 5,000 or at least 2,500 miles beyond Hawaii. We could be having that material coming here directly and would tremendously affect the life of this economy. When people ask or say, why was this law enacted? What does it have to do with building Navy ships, things of that sort? And they say that this is a national defense issue and therefore it cannot be changed. What I say to them is, go read a history book, go look at the law books and see what it's actually all about. The Jones Act is designed to create a vibrant merchant fleet, which it has not done. In addition to that, the statement by some of the legislators indicating that they're protecting Navy shipbuilding is totally wrong. The Navy, the Department of Defense, does not even use the Jones Act ships at all. I mean, it gets all foreign ships to do all of its logistical shipping around the world to Iraq, Iran, and so on and so forth. So anyone who's saying that Navy shipbuilding is part of this is totally wrong. It doesn't affect Navy shipbuilding at all. We have the strongest Navy shipbuilding economy in the entire world. The question really is, what does this actually do, this Jones Act restrictions? What they do is you have to do a price comparison with San Francisco or Las Vegas or Portland and see what the differences are in the various products. And I'm talking about everything from toilet paper to automobiles. And in every case, Hawaii is anywhere from at least a third higher than any other state in the union, and in some cases over 100% higher. To eliminate these Jones Act restrictions will allow Hawaii to become the most prosperous enclave in the entire world. I'm convinced that if we can get rid of these restrictions, we will be more rich than Singapore or Hong Kong put together, because we have 10 times more land and marvelous people here who can utilize that land for the purposes that God put it here, and that's to grow food.